In the year 1926, George Samuel Clason wrote a book called The Richest Man in Babylon, telling stories set in the ancient city of Babylon. These stories share valuable lessons about accumulating wealth. The richest man in Babylon had a system which led him to the goal he desired. In this book, he tells his system gives it to us to follow without cost or obligation. His system is recommended to every person desiring to arrive at that same goal, financial freedom. Are you interested in this story? Then comment like this. Yes, just type the word yes in the comment right now. When I see your comment, I'll give you a heart. And if you want to help the channel, leave a like and subscribe. It takes less than a second and helps the channel a lot. Now that you've commented and subscribed, let's begin. In the ancient city of Babylon, there lived a man named Arkad. Arkad was known far and wide for his immense wealth and his generosity. He was generous to charities to his family and in his personal spending. Yet, despite all his spending, his wealth grew faster each year than he could spend it. Arkad had friends from his youth who were not as fortunate. One day these friends came to him and said, "Arkad, you are far more fortunate than we are. You have become the richest man in Babylon, while we struggled to survive. You wear the finest clothes and eat the rarest foods, while we are content just to clothe and feed our families decently. Yet, we were once equals," they continued. "We studied under the same master and played the same games. In neither our studies nor our games did you outshine us. And in the years since you have been no more honorable a citizen than we have, nor have you worked harder or more faithfully than we have. Why then, should fate favor you with all the good things in life and ignore us who are equally deserving?" Arkad listened patiently and then said, "If you have not acquired more than a bare existence since we were youths, it is because you either have not learned the laws that govern the building of wealth, or you do not observe them." Fickle fate is a misleading concept. It brings no lasting good to anyone. On the contrary, it often ruins those who receive unearned wealth. It creates wasteful spenders who soon lose all they have received, or it creates misers who hoard their wealth and live in fear of losing it. True wealth comes from learning and applying the laws of wealth, Arkad continued. "When I was young, I saw all the good things that bring happiness and realized that wealth increased the ability to enjoy them. Wealth is power. With wealth, many things are possible. One can decorate their home with the finest furnishings, sail to distant lands, feast on exotic foods, buy beautiful ornaments, and build mighty temples for the gods. I decided that I wanted my share of these good things. I would not be content to watch others enjoy them. I would not be satisfied with a poor man's lot." Arkad explained how he started with nothing. Being the son of a humble merchant, part of a large family with no hope of inheritance, I realized that if I was to achieve what I desired, time and study would be required. Everyone has time in abundance. You, my friends, have had enough time to become wealthy, yet you admit you have nothing to show for it, except your good families of which you can be justly proud. As for study, he continued, our wise teacher taught us that learning was of two kinds, the things we learned anew and the training that taught us how to find out what we did not know. So I decided to learn how to accumulate wealth and then make it my task to do so. For is it not wise to enjoy life while we dwell in the brightness of the sunshine? For sorrows will come when we depart to the darkness of the world of spirit. Arkad found employment as a scribe in the Hall of Records and worked long hours each day. For his earnings, he had nothing to show as his income was absorbed by food, clothing, and offerings to the gods. However, his determination did not waver. One day, Algam-ish, a wealthy moneylender, came to the Hall of Records and ordered a copy of the 9th law, promising to pay Arkad to coppers if he completed it in 2 days. Arkad worked hard, but the task was long, and when Alchemist returned, the tablets were not finished. Algam-ish was angry, but Arkad, knowing the city master would not allow him to be harmed, boldly said, "Algam-ish, you are a very rich man. Tell me how I may also become rich, and I will work all night to finish the task." Algam-ish, intrigued, agreed to the bargain. Arkad worked through the night,
and when Alchemist returned at sunrise, the tablets were complete. True to his word, Alchemist told our card, "I will tell you the secret of wealth because I am becoming an old man, and an old tongue loves to wag. Remember this, a part of all you earn is yours to keep, and so will you." Our card was puzzled. "Is that all?" he asked.
That was sufficient to change the heart of a sheep herder into the heart of a money lender, Algamish replied. "But all I earn is mine to keep. Is it not?" our card questioned. "Far from it. Algamish explained to you not pay the garment maker? Do you not pay the sandal maker? Do you not pay for the things you eat? Can you live in Babylon without spending? What do you have to show for your earnings? Full? You pay everyone but yourself. If you saved 1/10 of all you earned, how much would you have in 10 years? Our card calculated and answered, "As much as I earn in 1 year. You speak but half the truth." Algamish retorted, "Every gold piece you save is a slave to work for you. Every copper it earns is its child that also can earn for you. If you become wealthy, then what you save must earn, and its children must earn, and its children's children must earn, that all may help to give to you the abundance you crave. You think I cheat you for your long night's work, but I am paying you 1,000 times over. If you have the intelligence to grasp the truth I offer you, a part of all you earn is yours to keep. It should be no less than 1/10. No matter how little you earn, it can be as much more as you can afford. Pay yourself first. Do not buy from the clothes maker and the sandal maker more than you can pay out of the rest, and still have enough for food and charity and offerings to the gods. Wealth, like a tree, grows from a tiny seed. The first copy you save is the seed from which your tree of wealth shall grow. The sooner you plant that seed, the sooner shall the tree grow. And the more faithfully you nourish and water that tree with consistent savings, the sooner may you bask in contentment beneath its shade." So saying, Algamish took his tablets and went away. Our guard thought much about what he had said and decided to try it. Each time he was paid, he saved 1/10 of his earnings. He noticed little difference in his lifestyle as he managed to get along without it. However, he was often tempted to spend his growing savings on the attractive goods the merchants displayed, but he wisely refrained. Before I continue, I would like to humbly ask for your support. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask them in the comments below. Your support can help us reach 1,000 subscribers. Just click on subscribe. If you do this, I'll be very grateful. And as a reward, you will receive quality content every week. So subscribe. A year later, Algorithm is returned and asked our card if he had saved at least 1/10 of his earnings. Proudly, our card replied, "Yes, master. I have. That is good," Algamish said. "And what have you done with it?" "I have given it to Asma, the brickmaker, who told me he was traveling over the 7 seas and would buy rare jewels for me and Tyre when he returns. We shall sell these at high prices and divide the earnings. Every fool must learn." Algamish growled. "Why trust that knowledge of a brickmaker about jewels? Would you go to the bread maker to inquire about the stars? No. You would go to the astrologer if you had the sense to think your savings are gone. Youth, you have uprooted your wealth tree. But plant another, try again. And next time, seek advice from those who are experts in their field. Advice is one thing that is freely given away, but take only what is worth having. He who takes advice about his savings from one who is inexperienced shall pay with his savings for proving the falsity of their opinions." Saying this, Algamish went away. And it was as he said, as returned with worthless bits of glass that looked like gems. But as Algamish had advised, our card saved each 10th copper again, forming a habit that was no longer difficult. Another year passed, and Algamish returned and asked our card, "What progress have you made since last I saw you?" "I have saved faithfully," our KD replied, "and my savings I have entrusted to Aga, the shield maker, to buy bronze. Each 4th month he pays me the rental. That is good." "And what do you do with the rental?" Algamish "Just I have a great feast with honey, fine wine and spiced cake. I have also bought a scarlet tunic, and someday I shall buy a young ass upon which to ride." Algamish laughed. "You eat the children of your savings. How do you expect them to work for you? And how can they have children that will also work for you first? Get an army of golden slaves, and then many a rich banquet may you enjoy without regret." So saying, he went away. 2 years passed before our card saw Alga-Michigan. When he returned, he looked very old and tired. "Our card," he said, "have you achieved the wealth you dreamed of? Not yet all that I desire." Our card replied, "But some I have, and it earns more, and its earnings earn more." "And do you still take the advice of brickmakers?" Alga-Mish asked. "About brickmaking they give good advice." Our card retorted. Our card, how Ganesh continued, "You have learned your lessons well. You first learned to live upon less than you could earn. Next, you learned to seek advice from those who are competent through their own experiences to give it. And lastly, you have learned to make your gold work for you. You have taught yourself how to acquire money, how to keep it, and how to use it." Our card bowed low before his master and said, "You have been very patient with me and have taught me much. I now realize that if I desire to prosper, I must wisely use what I have already earned." Alga-Mish nodded and said, "Our card, I am growing old. My sons think only of spending and give no thought to earning. My interests are great, and I must entrust them to a fitting successor because you are knowledgeable. And because you have learned well the lessons of the building of wealth, I am determined to make you my partner. You will share in my estates and manage my wealth." Thus, our card went on to become the richest man in Babylon, and he shared his wisdom freely, helping many to understand and apply the laws of building wealth. His friends, who had once struggled, learned from him and achieved their own financial successes. Understanding that true wealth comes not from luck, but from learning and practicing the principles of financial wisdom. A part of all you earn is yours to keep the end. I hope that you've enjoyed this life-transforming story, leading to financial freedom. By the way, if you enjoyed the video and want more topics like this, comment the word "more." Just comment the word "more," so I know I trust you have gained some invaluable wisdom from the richest man in Babylon. And with this, financial freedom is inevitable. If you watch this whole video, comment like this: "I stayed until the end." Just comment that "I stayed until the end." When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. But hey, the learning doesn't stop here. Drop a comment below and share your biggest takeaway with us. Let's keep the conversation going and learn from each other. If you're hungry for more mind-blowing content like this, you know what to do. Smash that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. Don't miss out on future videos where we'll be dishing out even more golden nuggets of knowledge. Now, here's the cherry on top. Ever wondered how to leverage the power of AI to skyrocket your YouTube channel and monetize your content like a pro? If you're ready to take your channel to the next level and want personalized mentorship, send us a message via our official email listed in the description below. Let's turn your YouTube dreams into reality together. I highly recommend watching our next video, and do not hesitate to share this video. It may help someone. Thank you all for tuning in. Your support fuels our passion for creating impactful content. Now on your screen, you will see 4 videos I prepared. Excuse due simply for your learning. Click on any of them, and you will discover secrets you never imagined. Go watch it now.